For this last unboxed episode of Tim Schafer Month, we're going to talk about one day, years ago, while riding a bus, Tim wondered what a game would look like that was the complete opposite of Secret of Monkey Island. That idea, mixed with his love of heavy metal music, to create a game about a roadie. Brutal Legends development started back in 2007 and was to be published by Sierra, which at the time was a subsidiary of Vivendi. But then, of course, Activision would then merge with them and decide to drop the game. I'll explain more afterwards. The game would then see publishing by EA and was released in October 2009. When we start the game, though, we are greeted with a terrifying scene.
Okay. Don't say a word.
Oh God!
Okay? Let's
God, it's hideous! It's hideous! Get it off! Oh, okay, enough of it. Jack Black is, of course, the voice of the main character, Eddie Briggs, who is the roadie for a band who likes to think they're metal. Oh God, okay, that's bad. And I used to listen to Linkin Park. But the band decide to be idiots and cause an accident that actually kills Eddie. Wait, did I say killed? I meant get transported to another world when blood touches his magical belt. Eddie is brought to an unknown world inspired by the amazing cover art of heavy metal classics, and is thrown into a raging war between General Lionwhite, voiced by legendary Judas Priest frontman Rob Halford, and the Resistance consisting of Lars, his sister Lita, and the fine lady named Ophelia. Eddie quickly steps up to help grow the Resistance by recruiting allies from around the world, starting with mindless headbangers. He does this by performing chords on his magical axe guitar, in a sort of ocarina Guitar Hero style. Using the axe, you're able to beat up your enemies in many ways, and that's where Brutal Legend lures you into a false sense of security. Because while at the start, it looks like a beat-em-up game with an absolute bitching ride, what it actually is a tower defense game like a heavy metal Plants vs. Zombies. I have no real issue with this, but this sort of genre just isn't really my thing. The game has plenty of side missions and such, but being a game inspired by heavy metal, they play it sort of safe with the soundtrack, as well as the voice work. I mean, Ozzy is awesome and Lemmy's a great addition, but where's Alice Cooper or Gene Simmons? These guys are naturally funny and would have been great in this game. While nothing really wrong with the game, Brutal Legend is probably my least favorite Tim Schafer title. That isn't technically a bad thing, but what was bad was all the controversy surrounding this game. Like I said earlier, Activision dropped this game after their merger with Vivendi. To quote Bobby Kotick, "I've never had anything to do with him. I never had any involvement in the Vivendi project that they were doing, Brutal Legend, other than I was in one meeting where the guys looked at it and said, he's late, he's missed every milestone, he's overspent the budget, and it doesn't seem like a good game. We're going to cancel it." So, when Double Fine started negotiating with EA to publish the game, Activision stepped in with legal action demanding monetary compensation, claiming to have spent about $15 million on the game. Double Fine countersued back with Tim famously saying, "Hey, if Activision liked it, then they sure put a ring on it." Oh great, now Beyonce is gonna sue me too. Thankfully, both sides reached a settlement out of court. But after the game was released, the team started work on a sequel that they believed they had the go-ahead on. Not before EA told him that those plans were off the table. This put a big strain on Double Fine, and they steered towards making smaller budget games like Costume Quest or Stacking. Tim has said he wants to make the sequel still, but it will require huge investment. I'll start the Kickstarter, which is a good segue to the last ep of Tim Schafer Month. But we can't do it here. See you then.